Alright, today we're hiking up to Mount Superior and Monte Cristo up little Cottonwood Canyon. So I have actually done this hike, or parts of it, but last time I could park on the other side, but now there's a parking permit. So, okay, I didn't get a ticket, so I guess I can park on the other side. And this part goes through some private property, but it's okay if you just stay on the road. And that's kind of what we're going into. I have done Cardiff Peak before, so I'll put a link in that. So this section right here is just going up to Cardiff Peak. And it's pretty steep and not a lot of shade. It's not super long though. Here we are on top of Cardiff Peak almost. There's the very top right there. And we're taking a little break, eating some Pokemon fruit snacks. Very important. If you don't have the Pokemon fruit snacks, what are you doing? And here we are. There's a big view of the canyon there, and here's the very top of Cardiff, and it looks like they've got a little festive, and there's a ski shack right there. You can look down into Big Cottonwood, and that's kind of where Kessler is if you watch that vid. And here is the ridge going up to the peaks, and it looks a little hairy, but it's not as bad as it looks. You're looking into Big Cottonwood. We start our ascent. See, it looks pretty steep, but when you get on, it's not too bad, and most of it's pretty easy to follow for the most part. There's a marmot. His name's little Robert, and he's wanted for tax evasion. So here's some mountain goats that were just right down the trail. And fun fact, mountain goats are not native to this range. They're actually introduced by the government, so we could shoot them and kill them. Fact for the day. Here we are on the trail, right there. Here we are going up. The trail does seem like it wants to go on the ridge, but just stay on the side. I got a little lost, not lost, but sidetracked a couple times. So just stay on the downward side. Most of the time it will take you where you need to go. Here we are looking around as we are on top of Superior. And it's really tall, so you get a great view of all the peaks around us. And that's our final destination, Monte Cristo. And it's a little less easy to get to from here. Also, my boot just ripped in half, and that wasn't fun. Here we are going up, and here's the first time we get some actual trail on some actual stable dirt. And looking down, you can actually see Kessler Peak, which, if you're a big fan of the channel, we just did. And some people can actually just do this entire ridge line. It's called the whirl. You can see on the other side. People just run across that, which is crazy to me. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks, or they use ropes, or just crazy, but yeah, they'll do the entire ridge line from Little Cottonwood to Big Cottonwood in like a day. But anyways, we're on top of Monte Cristo now, and you can just see all the vast ridges in the whole valley. But yeah, they somehow make a connection from that peak to this peak, and yeah, that's crazy. And there's some cool lakes down here. You can see into Salt Lake, what's left of the lake, what's left of that lake. And you can see the trees are just starting to turn yellow and red for fall. So here we are. We are a bit down the trail, and a little further from where I saw them first. The mountain goats are back, and they had a little kid in stow. Sorry for the crap camera, but yeah, they're just chilling, living it up. Don't pet them, they will attack. But yeah, that was a cool sight to see. Just right down the trail. Yeah, its shoe is still broken. Tried to duct tape it, did not work. A lot of dirt in my boot. And here's a better angle. I got a little closer to him. And there's the kid right there. Maybe there's 2 kids. I can't tell. I think it is 2. Oh, the horns on them. Hello. And back at the car. Did not get a ticket. I don't know why I would, but it is what it is. So I rate these hikes using 3 criteria: solitude, scenery, and difficulty. Solitude is how many people are hiking with you. Scenery are the good views, and difficulty is how hard the hike is. So for solitude, it is a pretty busy trail, but once you get on the ridgeline and past Cardiff, it's not terrible. So maybe a 5 all around. I did see a couple people on the peaks. But most of the way on the ridge, you won't have many people up there. And scenery is a 9. Because you're so tall or high up in the sky, you can see a lot of the surroundings, which is awesome. And there's some cool features on the entire hike, so maybe a 9. And then difficulty is an 8. Most of the trail is pretty easy to follow. There's a couple parts where it gets a little confusing. It is kind of steep in some places, especially at the beginning, and a couple parts on the ridgeline, but it's not super long, and it is mostly unshaded. So overall, an 8. So if you like this video, do a backflip. Goodbye. Alright, today we are hiking up to... Where are we going?